'Cause on the island, we do it all in style. And from the mountain to the ocean, windward to the leeward side. 'Cause on the islands, it's breakfast with Bob. Ooh, from the mountain to the ocean, windward to the leeward side.
Welcome to Breakfast from Kona. We are presented by Active. My name is Bob Babbitt, and we are sponsored by Timex Rudy Project, GoPro, MPA Graphics, Lava Magazine, and of course, Babbittville Radio. My two guests, we are welcoming everybody to the beautiful island of Hawaii. And how can you do that without the race director of the greatest event on the planet, Diana Bertsch from the Ironman, and Billy Kenoi, who is the mayor of the island, the Big Island, correct?
Correct.
All right, and these things are called microphones. Oh. And yeah. Aloha, everybody. So, Diana, we are starting with you because you are, forget Paula, you are the queen, okay? You are the queen of this place. So, you came over here 1990 or so?
1990.
Vacation. Saw some silly event with people in Speedos.
That was it. Yeah, it was actually the day I was leaving the island.
Yeah.
All week there was hustle and bustle, and we heard about this thing called Ironman, said let's go check it out before we catch our flight back.
Yes.
Stood on the seawall over there, and at that moment I said, I've got to do this one day.
And so a couple years later you come back and move over here.
Yeah, moved back in 1992, started volunteering, and had the incredible opportunity in 1995 to actually cross the finish line on Elite E-Drive.
So you race the event, and then the next thing, you become what, assistant race director?
Well, I don't know that what I did was racing the event, but I did finish.
Yes.
And so that was an incredible moment and something that I will never forget and cherish. But it's something that gets in your blood,
yes.
And it becomes a part of your life. Had the opportunity in 1997, I had a job offer from Ironman, and I was the assistant to the current race director at that time.
Yes, and eventually moved on and became the race director.
Yes, in 2003, I received another call. I was not working with the company at that time, was doing some different things on the island here, and received a call and said, hey, would you like to come back? And completely overwhelmed and terrified, but absolutely a great honor, and it's been an incredible journey.
For people out there who are watching, and I mean, it's one thing to watch this thing, but what makes this event, what makes the Ironman so special?
Well, I will tell you, you talk about all these incredible partners that you have for this show and all the incredible partners we have for the event.
Yeah.
But the biggest partner that we have is the island of Hawaii and the Aloha spirit, and that's where it all starts. If we didn't have that, none of this would be what it is today.
Well, to me, that's what it's all about. It's the history of the Ironman and the history of the island, and that it just melds together to create something very special. And speaking of something very special, when the mayor and I went for a little swim with Heinz Ward, a little over a year ago, you were a little bigger man.
I was.
What did you weigh then?
Probably maybe 250.
250.
250, big boy.
You were a big boy. And how much weight have you lost?
About 30 pounds, about 220, a little less, moving around, but about there.
And you finished the 70.3 here.
Yes.
And what are you doing on Saturday?
I am humbled and honored to be in as you said, Bob, the greatest sporting event in the world.
Yeah.
It's the Ironman World Championship. People spend their lives and their careers chasing that dream, and I feel so blessed and fortunate to call this island home, to live amongst this aloha spirit and this respect and kindness that exists here. But started goofing around in Olympic distance and a couple lava mans and my first honu. Yeah. Diana kindly left up the finish line 50 minutes past the finish. She was like, he's the man, leave it up a little while before we take it out. But and I had the finishing medal, and I keep all my finishing medals, but never feel like on true finish. So I said, the next honu, I got to come back.
Yeah.
And learned a little about nutrition, learned a little bit about clips and how to go into arrow, and next thing you know was a complete commitment, and this last year, finishing in time, cutting off about an hour and a half from my last Honu, and then to be awarded by Andrew Messick and Ironman and Diana to be surprised with a slap. My first thought was, you know, as a politician, hey, I'm not taking somebody's flat. I said, no, we added one for you.
Yes.
But
that's so cool.
It's a privilege and honor. In the last few months, I've you know, as you swim out in Kailua Bay and you ride along the Queen Kahumanu, you go up to Kohala on training sessions. And I've been born and raised on this beautiful island, but I've never seen its beauty as I have while training. And if somebody asked me, I would say, you know, I didn't put in the hours that I should have. I'm not where I want to be. But, you know, we have a lava going on, a situation in Puna. We've had hurricane hit. So my focus has been on our community and been on my family. But at 9 o'clock at night, I ran 14 miles for the first time from Volcano to Hilo. Guys are like, did I see you on the side of the road at midnight? I'm like, yeah. But you got to do what you got to do, right? This is serious.
Well, and Diana, speak for a second about a role model. Okay, it's one thing to have an event come to an island and be sort of in a bubble, and then all the athletes leave, and it's like, yeah, we made a few dollars from the event, but having a role model who's the mayor, who grew up here, went to community college, ended up going back to Massachusetts and getting your law degree from University of Hawaii and working with Senator Kennedy, and you've done so much, but having him as really representing the island racing, what does that mean?
Oh, you know, it's huge for us. It's not just that it's somebody that is learning to love the sport, because if you come down to the start, you're going to fall in love with what Ironman is all about. Right. But the mayor and I have been great partners since he has been in office.
Yes.
And so it goes both ways, and we've been able to share with him what Ironman's all about and the impact it has on the community, but he's been able to educate us as well. And so it's a great partnership because we can guide each other through something that's incredibly dynamic and can be incredibly overwhelming, but we see the impact on both sides. So to have somebody like the mayor get involved and understand not just what the impact is, but how Ironman changes lives. So you have people that come here from all over the world, and then they take what they've gotten here from Hawaii back to their homes, and they're different people. And so to be able to be this close to it and understand, and have somebody such as the mayor understand, is not just significant for us here in Hawaii, but significant to our sport.
So, Mayor, you were class of '86 on this island in high school. And the event was here then. And what did you know of the event at that time? If somebody had said, hey, a couple years down the line, you're going to be doing this race, you would have been like...
Right. People still laugh. I mean, I ran into my classmate today who goes, Billy, Ironman? So are you like announcing it, or you're actually in it? You know, I had very little knowledge of the Ironman because this island, Hawaii Island, is 4,028 square miles. And when people ask, how big is that? I said, you know, it's larger than the states of Rhode Island and Delaware, same size as the state of Connecticut.
Yes.
So this is a big island. So when you grow up on one side, they're like, oh, stay away from Kona. Ironman's crazy, traffic,
exactly,
congestion. I never witnessed it. But in my first year as mayor, I took office in December of 2008. So 2009, I witnessed my first Ironman World Championship. And you look at the assets you have in a challenging economic environment, and you want to protect it. You want to grow it because it means economic investment in your community. It keeps your working families working. And so I said, hey, I got to support these guys. So I came down, and I was blown away, Bob. I mean, I've been, you know, I went to UMass when they went to the Final Four. So I went to that, went to Super Bowls, World Championship fight in Las Vegas, De La Hoya Mayweather. But to see that at your home island, I was blown away. And two things struck me about the Ironman. Just the amazing, the amount of love of the volunteers. To see 5,000 people volunteer at anything.
Flying in from all over the world.
And doing it with love and aloha and a smile and a shaka. And was like, wow. And then the human stories I was able to witness. People tell me why. I tell them, you guys got to come check them out. You know why? You're going to witness in celebration of the human spirit. To see some of the people who crossed that finish line.
Yeah.
No more words. I mean, to say anything about how powerful that is to diminish what you witness, you know? Amazing.
As a island kid, how did you adapt to going to Massachusetts? How tough was that for you?
It was kind of cool because, you're growing up, you're curious, right? And people tell you, hey, curiosity killed the cat. You ask so many questions. I go, but you know what? Satisfaction brought them back. I wanted to know. Hey, what is it like? But, going up there, I met my wife of 24 years. She's a volleyball player up there. Ended up going to Washington, D.C., got to work with United States Senator Daniel Kenoi.
Spring break in Daytona Beach?
That too. Oh, Bob. Hey, Bob, what you do? Hire an FBI firm here?
I've got photos.
But the bottom line is, doing this there's a couple reasons, Bob. One is, we all know that the healthcare model that exists, we cannot sustain it.
Right.
But, it's not magic how we get our community healthy. If we all eat a little better and we exercise a little more, we'll drive down healthcare costs in Hawaii. And our kids, here in Hawaii, they have the world champion athletes from around the world come to their island.
Right.
There's this huge opportunity to partner with Diana, with Ironman, to take all of these lessons and assets that we have, celebrate it, but more importantly, create this healthy, vibrant island community that values exercise, that values athletes, that values the lessons that we learn from them. So we're trying to create a partnership that will last a long, long time. I'd love to see generations of kids, to have a kid who was born and raised, saw the Ironman as a kid, trained his whole life, and one day becomes a world champion.
So what's it going to feel like for you as someone who has walked down Ali'i Drive, I don't know how many times, to take that right turn and hear the crowd, and here comes Mayor Billy Kenoi.
That's right, and in the heat and the wind blowing, and you headed off Hawaii, and all kind of crazy thoughts enter your mind. That's what's gonna sustain me, is take that right on off of Hualalai onto Ali'i Drive. We're doing it yesterday, trying to imagine what song would be playing, to hear Mike Riley. He better say him. I might pay him on a side if I can to say it twice. I like to hear him twice, not just Billy Kenoi, you and Ironman. I like him hold her crowd and do them one more time. But I gotta say this, people always talk, I've been keeping a very low profile about it because this sport keeps you very, very humble.
It does.
Because so many things can go wrong on race day.
Yes.
Things can go wrong in the water. I mean, you cannot stop, take a break, drink water, rest.
No.
Right? I mean, you're out there.
2.4.
You could get hit, your bike, you could get multiple flat tires, you could be a bike crash. So the entire time, it's just this very humbling, wonderful, exciting experience, and I look forward. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like. I'm actually just terrified right now, Bob. I'm trying to act all cool, like I got this, but no big deal. But
will the whole family?
I'm
be
doing
down there?
Zen. Yes, my kids are telling me, "No worry, Dad. We're gonna be there. We're gonna help you down the end." I think they saw the whole new.
Even if we have to stay up late, Dad, we're gonna be up there. We'll get you your light stick.
Yeah, that'll keep me going.
Nice.
Family and friends.
So, Di, I'm assuming you'll be there when this young man comes across the finish line, and it's been a partnership. What you and Billy do for this island, and with getting kids into fitness, and I know how involved you guys are with the keiki race, and it's what's great about it is it's the Ironman reaching out and telling people that you can change your life through fitness, right? So watching him come down the finish line, what are you going to be thinking?
It'll actually be a really exciting time for all of us.
Yeah.
It's something that, when you see how this event and how Ironman can change somebody, like the mayor said, the first time he came out was his first year in office. And prior to that, if Ironman was in town, he went the other way. And so when you hear those stories, and then when somebody can have a taste of it, and then you can be a part of their ride and a part of their journey, to experience how this gets into your system and how it changes just who you are and your enthusiasm, there's something special about crossing that finish line on Ali'i Drive. And it is so exciting to see every athlete cross, as you know.
Oh yeah.
But there's always going to be people in your life, and the mayor has been one of them over the last 8-9 years that has definitely been an influence in my life. And we've learned a lot together, and we've grown a lot together. So to see not just a partner, but somebody that's a personal friend, have this opportunity that not many people get, is going to be a pretty joyful experience, I think, for me, and I'm looking forward to seeing that moment.
All right, Diana, Mayor Billy, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Bob.
it. We're bringing our man Poncho Man. Take us
Aloha.
out, baby.
Look at this.
It's on the island.
Beautiful Hawaiian music.
Bob, Diana, and Mayor Billy Kenoi. From the mountain to the ocean, windward to the leeward side. From the mountain to the ocean, windward to the leeward side.
Thank you so much for being with us for Breakfast from Kona, presented by Active. My name is Bob Babbitt, and again, we're sponsored by Timex, Rudy Project, GoPro, MPA Graphics, Lava Magazine, and Babbittville Radio. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you, Bob. Aloha.
Bye.